Okay, so this is, oh! We're good. It's working. Welcome back to My Tom Films and Project Integra. In today's video, we're gonna go over real parts and fake parts, and if you should buy either or. First off, I'm gonna talk about real parts, and then I'm gonna talk about fake parts. So real parts are basically anything that's high quality, that's from a reputable brand. So Skunk 2, Teen, Buddy Club, Yokohama, Advan, Sparco. Those are high quality name brand companies. And then you have your knockoff or your fake companies like 6Speed, or I guess you can consider Rhoda a fake company even though they make high quality stuff. But I actually don't know that many off-brand stuff, because usually it's just on eBay with like the bright color background with the the product in the front, and it's like brand new and it has no labeling on it whatsoever, and it just says 2.5-inch exhaust. That's a fake part. So real parts, like I said, are generally high quality stuff, and I don't think that everybody needs to buy real parts. It's okay to buy fake parts. And yes, I know that's coming from me. I'm the big hater, guys, right? I'm the hater of the car community all of a sudden, because I like to speak my opinion. But real parts are expensive, and they're not really daily friendly. $2,000 wheels, who does that? Nobody. Who wears brand new white shoes every day, all day, throughout the entire year? Nobody. It's not really smart to daily some of this stuff. And I know you're probably saying, well, oh yeah, well, I'm building a SEMA show car, or oh, I'm building a show car, so what are you talking about? You're stupid, you're dumb. I mean, if you're doing that, then you might want to buy, I guess, real parts, but at the end of the day, it's your build, so I'm not going to really talk about what you should and shouldn't buy. I'm just saying, it's not smart to buy this because XYZ, So that's basically my stance on the whole real part thing. If you have the money for it, go ahead and buy it. But if you're pressed for money like me, and you're not, rich, then fake parts do the job just fine. My Rhodas do the job just fine. They look exactly what I want them to look like. They look nice, work just fine. My PLM header looks just fine. So that's basically where I stand on the whole real part, fake part thing. Now I'm going to talk about fake parts and people who pass off fake parts as real parts. So get ready, because I'm about to offend a few people out there. So if you're easily offended, just click away now, because I don't want to have to deal with you. Fake parts are stuff that you see on eBay, like I said earlier, where it says like 2.5-inch exhaust, Honda Civic, Integra, You really want to stay away from stuff like that, because that's not from like any company at all. It's probably from like China, and then some guy is probably selling this from his house or some small distributor, and they're not really quality parts. Like, it's like a catback exhaust for like 50 bucks. Like, don't buy that. You have the eBay turbos that are hit and miss for like 500 bucks. I really wouldn't buy those, but like I said, hit or miss. I think there's a few YouTubers out there that have done this. I think Boosted Voice was one of them, Motor Nubs was another one, and John Salazar, I don't know. It was one of those three guys that did it, and it blew up in their face, or at least that's what I think. And that's what happens when you buy eBay stuff. It blows up in your face. And I'm probably like, I probably mixed this all up. I probably saw a video and I'm like confusing you guys right now, so I should probably stop talking about that. But basically all I'm saying is, fake parts aren't always the best route either, because if you buy the cheap knockoff name brand stuff that nobody's ever heard of, you're gonna have an unknown output or unknown result, and that result usually results to either it works for a little bit and then it goes, or it doesn't work at all and it goes. So pick your choice. But really, I mean, fake parts are okay. They're acceptable in my eyes. I have a fake part, Rotogrids. So, I mean, I really don't see a problem with them. You just gotta be smart about it. You know, don't buy, you know, no-name stuff and have it be something mechanical like a distributor. Like, no, OEM. A header is okay. Intake manifold, you know, you might want to keep that, you know, a name brand. You don't want any off-brand stuff like that. You wouldn't want an off-brand timing belt. You know, so mechanical stuff or stuff that's critical to the car, like the suspension, exhaust, catalytic converter. Trying to think of other very important stuff. The hub is really the main part. So if you get some knockoff, no-name brand hub and it breaks on you while you're driving, you might die. So that's just something to be aware of. But like I said, just make sure you buy stuff that's been reviewed in the past, because you don't want to be the test dummy. So that's where I'm going to stop talking about fake parts and real parts. And now I'm going to talk about the offensive part about this video, and that is where people buy fake parts and they kind of mislead everybody else into thinking that it's real. So, for example, how do I put this in a way without offending anybody yet? So Dr. Dre put out headphones called the Beats by Dre. And they cost like, I think it was like $300 or $400 for a pair of headphones. If you've ever tried them, they're not that great. All the basketball players had them, everybody had them, probably because they were sponsored by them, so they're just putting it out there to, you know, promote the company and all that other good stuff. That's how, you know, America works. That's how businesses and marketing works. You see the big guys. You see the big guys walking around with it, so you must be saying to yourself, wow, that must be so great. It must be such a great product. And then you get it, and then you're just like, well, I guess it's okay. I mean, exactly. That's how the whole entire thing works with companies, marketing, and all that other good stuff. But it wasn't a good product. That's what I'm trying to say. Not the best product, and there was way better headphones that I've tried in the past that were way better than that. More than half of that price. You know, you have Sennheiser, Audio-Technica, stuff like that. Those are real headphones. You want to listen to music the best way? Get those instead of Beats by Dre. So now I'm going to hop over back into the car scene where I'm about to offend some of you. So some of you guys out there buy like Rotoslips, right? They buy the Rotoslips and they're just like, whoa, these look so nice. And they do, don't get me wrong. I love me some Rotoslips. But when people buy the Rotoslips and put Spoon Sports logos on them and pass them off as something that they're not, that's not cool. What are you doing? Do you think it's cool to do that? You know, don't do that, and definitely don't try to sell that to somebody, because, you know, car enthusiasts check. We all check to see if stuff's real or fake when we buy stuff. So don't do that. You know, I also see people who buy badges for their cars, like the GT badges for Mustangs, iVTEC badges, and slap them on their base model Civics, Type R stickers, and they slap it on their DC4s. It's okay to do that to your car, but don't go passing it off as a Type R. Like, don't do that. I go to car shows occasionally. I don't go to them enough, but I recently went to Import Expo last year, and I went to this Integra, and I saw that the Integra didn't have side moldings, had a Type R wing, Type R stickers. Those are usually like the first clues that you see if it's real or fake. You get closer and you check the lug pattern. Lug pattern's 4 lug, guess it's not real. Or it has a sunroof, guess it's not real. Or when everything else, like that I said, is, you know, checks out, you pop the hood and, you know, it's either a non-VTEC engine or it has DC4 in the VIN, you're just like, why? Like, what are you trying to do? I mean, it's okay to build, you know, your car, but why'd you have to put Type R stickers on it? I don't know how many times I gotta say it to make you guys understand my point, but you can do whatever you want to your car. Just don't pass it off as something that it's not. That's all I'm saying, okay? That's all I've ever tried to say, and people somehow manage to mix up my words and say, oh yeah, he's just this big hater who doesn't like anything. Like, okay. So that's where I'm gonna cut the video for today. Real parts, fake parts, doesn't matter. Buy what you want. Just don't buy the really, really cheap stuff and get all mad when it doesn't work. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.